Good evening. It is Thursday, and this is Janet Hayward, and I am an online marketer, and I help other online marketers develop the mindsets and tools that they need to grow their business. And today we're going to do a mindset one just because that happens to be what I'm listening to. So I, again, have been listening to a Carolyn, I guess it's Myss tape. I have always said Myss. It's spelled M-Y-S-S. But anyhow, a Carolyn Myss tape, and she's talking about this concept of sacred contracts. And I am going to take just a portion of this to talk about tonight. The idea behind sacred contracts basically is that before we're born, we decide what we want to work on in this life. And so we make a contract, and then when we come to earth, we set about to fulfill this contract. It may be something like, I want to learn forgiveness. And so you set up a life situation where you're able to learn forgiveness. Unfortunately, it's usually by having somebody in your life you have to forgive. But this is the concept she's talking about. But one of the things she talked about was how events in our life can have a purpose. And it can be part of the fulfillment of our sacred contract. And this can be big events or small events. And the reason this clicked with me today is one of the people that I'm friends with on Facebook. We share our experiences about the results we're getting with our solo ads. How did that one go for you? We share our leads and sales. You know, we just talk about this. And there was a period of time where things weren't happening like we had wanted them to. And he expressed some discouragement to me, you know. And I had said to him, just hang on. You know, it all ebbs and flows. People need to see things 8 times before they really connect. You know, all of that stuff. And things always happen right on time, which I believe. And this idea was supported in the Sacred Contracts tape that I listened to. And her idea is that we can handle these events in our life that don't go as planned. And it can be something as small as traffic is going too slow. You know how that is. You want to get somewhere, you've really got to get there, and you're in a hurry, and people are tag teaming, slow driving in front of you. You hit every red light, and you're just not making the time you had expected. You can choose to become very frustrated and angry with it and just irritated and arrive there then not in a good space. Or you can choose to take a deep breath and just say, I have done everything I can to get there at the time I had decided. So maybe I'm not supposed to get there at that time. And so I will go with this. And that's her idea of handling things with wisdom or woe. If you choose to breathe into the experience, you're going to feel calm. You're going to arrive there and accept life as it is, and you're going to arrive there in a much better space. If you choose the other path, you're going to be irritated, possibly angry, and that can cloud our vision, and you may not see something that was very important for you to catch at that event. Or it might be that you needed to arrive at that time because there was somebody very important that you had to meet. Now let's say it's that scenario, that it's somebody very important you have to meet, and you chose the path of woe. You chose the path of getting irritated with it. So now you arrive at this very important meeting that you didn't know you had, because this has nothing to do with the reason that you were arriving there, this was something that was part of your sacred contract. This was something that had evolved in your life, and this is where you were supposed to meet somebody that is very, very important in your life. And if you arrived in woe, and so you're angry and you're irritated and you're focused on this, oh my God, I didn't get here and the traffic was horrible and da 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 da. You've got this tunnel focus on this negativity. You may miss the important thing that this person had to say to you. This may have been a messenger. Now, if you chose the path of wisdom, you breathed into the events, you will arrive. Your mind is open. I mean, just say those things. I drove and I was so irritated, and just do that. And you feel how your mind closes up and you tighten all up. And then say, or I could choose to breathe into it. And don't you feel yourself expand, your mind expand, everything expand. And so now, when this person delivers the message for you, you can hear it. Instead, if you arrived irritated and had closed your ears off to the message, it may take you longer now, because now somebody else has got to come and deliver that message. You know, the more we can just roll with life. And trust me, as I said yesterday, I like to be honest. I have flipped the bird at many a driver. Okay, I am not there yet, but I'm trying to remember, and I am working on it more, and I do feel the difference. The more I can follow through with my choice to breathe into life and go with the flow, the happier my life is. And it may not be that the events in my life have changed. It is merely my perspective on my life. So that was the one that struck me today, and mostly because, again, I had been talking about this with this gentleman. And this whole idea, quite frankly, I have a few glitches going on where money I have earned has gotten tied up in the system. And there are errors that I made that now I'm having to try to figure out how to correct this computer issue and all of this. Now, I could get angry about that, and I could get frustrated, and I could do that. Or I can breathe into it. And I can say, that money needed to wait to arrive at my house. There is a reason for this money being delayed. Now, does that mean we don't do anything? That we decide, well, I'm just going with the flow? Absolutely not. Anyone who takes these concepts as an excuse for laziness is not hearing the message. The fact is, we do everything possible to make things happen. And if they don't, we breathe into it and go with the flow. That's how that works, because the fact is, the law of attraction, and this is just another way of looking at the law of attraction. The fact is, that is a thought process that is followed through with action. So if I want to get to this appointment on time, we'll use my example. I make sure I get up early enough. I make sure I have a healthy breakfast. I make sure I leave time enough for my shower and to press my clothes, if they need pressing. I make sure that I've left plenty of time to drive there. And I proceed to do all of my next right things. Then if something happens to create a barrier, then I just trust the universe is giving me exactly what I need, when I need it, and my next right thing is to breathe into it. So those were my thoughts for the day. And I hope this was helpful. If it was, please give me some thumbs up, some hearts, smiley faces. We all like smiley faces. And you all have a great day. I hope you can see how this applies to our business, because there are many frustrating days, and we do need to be able to roll with it as we're doing the work to build and grow our business. So thank you very much, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.